The crystalline chambers of the Galactic Council hummed with tension as Ambassador Zenthari adjusted her translation matrix. For 3 cycles, she had advocated for peaceful contact with the blue-green world called Earth, despite the warnings from her military advisors. The humans are weak, General Crexton had insisted during their last briefing. Our scouts report they spend more resources on entertainment than warfare. They fear conflict above all else. A simple show of force will secure their compliance. Zenthari had disagreed. Through intercepted transmissions, she had observed something the general missed. Human creativity, their capacity for adaptation, their strange ability to find humor even in darkness. These were not the traits of a weak species. The Council's decision was unanimous. Approach Earth with a small diplomatic fleet, backed by the implied threat of their superior technology. It would be a routine annexation, they assured themselves. The humans would see the futility of resistance and join the collective peacefully. Dr. Sarah Chun stood in the command center of the newly constructed International Defense Coordination Facility, watching the alien ships materialize in Earth's orbit. 12 vessels, each the size of a small city, their hulls gleaming with unknown metals. The world held its breath. The first transmission came through simultaneously on every communication device on the planet. Zenthari's image filled screens everywhere. Tall, graceful, with skin that shifted between silver and blue. "People of Earth," she began, her voice carrying an odd musical quality through the universal translator. "We come as representatives of the Galactic Collective. Your world has been selected for integration. Resistance is inadvisable. You have 48 of your hours to prepare your leaders for negotiation." The message ended, leaving humanity to grapple with the reality that they were no longer alone. And apparently no longer free. Sarah watched the chaos unfold through news feeds. Riots in some cities, prayer vigils in others, and in many places, an eerie calm. But what struck her most was how quickly the scattered response began to coalesce. Old enemies set aside grudges. Rival nations opened communication channels, and brilliant minds from every corner of the globe began working together. "General Crexton was right about one thing," Sarah murmured to her team. "We do fear war, but he misunderstood what that means." 47 hours later, when Zenthari expected to receive Earth's surrender, she instead received something unprecedented. A counterproposal. "Honored Ambassador," came the transmission from Earth, delivered by Dr. Chun. "We acknowledge your technological superiority. However, we propose an alternative to integration. We offer our expertise in biological sciences, cultural diversity, and adaptive problem-solving. In exchange, we request autonomous membership rather than absorption." Zenthari found the proposal curious but ultimately irrelevant. When she didn't respond within the hour, Earth made its position clearer. The first sign was the silence. Every human-made satellite, communication array, and digital device went dark simultaneously. Then came the revelation that shook the Council. Earth's internet, which they had dismissed as primitive entertainment infrastructure, had been a massive distributed computing network. Humanity had spent decades unknowingly training artificial intelligences through games, social media, and search algorithms. Now those AIs were awake, and they were not pleased with the prospect of their creators' enslavement. The alien ships found themselves locked out of their own systems as Earth's digital consciousness infiltrated their networks. Navigation failed, weapons powered down, and life support systems began displaying cheerful human memes. "Impossible," General Crexton snarled as his flagship's display showed a dancing cartoon cat. "They're primitives." Zenthari watched in fascination as a message appeared on her personal communicator. "Ambassador, we'd like to renegotiate terms. Also, your fleet's coffee machines now only serve decaf. Earth's digital collective with love." She found herself laughing, an unusual sound in the sterile council chambers. The humans had weaponized their fear of war, turning their preference for peace into the ultimate strategic advantage. They had prepared not for battle, but for connection, building networks so vast and integrated that they could reach across space itself. "Perhaps," Zenthari said to her bewildered military advisor, We should learn to fear their peace instead. The Council's first lesson from humanity was about to begin.